Hi, everybody. Here we are at another Sunday night. I'm going to start another work week tomorrow, but before we do, let's have some fun tonight. We are opening a 10-box case of Honors Football and a half case, I had to think about that a minute, of Bowman Baseball. So that's what we've got on tap. Before we get started ripping, though, we do always go over a little pre-break info, so let's get rocking with that. Feedback 100% automated, done simply so that you never have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. And of course, the far more important message there is a big thank you. I appreciate you being here tonight and bidding and breaking, chatting, hanging out with me, being part of our little break family. We're taking a look now at breaks that are coming up in the days ahead. So this stuff is already listed on eBay. We'll be ripping into it over the course of the next 5 days. So tomorrow night, a Hit Parade Triple Play baseball box that has 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, another case of National Treasures basketball. On Tuesday, we'll break more Flawless football and another case of Contenders draft picks. Note that on Contenders draft picks, there will be a separate bidding category for undrafted free agents. So that's guys who didn't get drafted and who haven't signed with a team in the interim, right? So people that are not attached to an NFL team, that's who falls into that category. On Wednesday night, we'll start super early, 8:45 Eastern, 5:45 p.m. Pacific, because we're going to break a half case of Score football. That's like 2,500 cards. Ay, ay, ay. And veteran base cards do have their own bidding position in that break. They don't ship out to the team spots. Teams will get rookie cards, inserts, parallels, numbered cards, autographs, but no veteran base. On Thursday night, we're going to open 2019 Gold Rush Baseball Value Packs. It's a 12-pack box. A box is the same as a case with Gold Rush. So however you want to call it, that's what it is. It'll have 36 items in that box. I believe that's right. I think each pack has 3 cards in it. Double check the listing, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Then Flawless football again on Thursday night. On Friday, we'll open another 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, and we will break a 6th and final case of Diamond Kings baseball. Here's what you need to know about tonight. Everything tonight's a paid shipping break. No free shipping breaks in here. We've got Honors Football up first. Bowman Baseball half case will be breaking second tonight. Both breaks are projected to ship out to you approximately Thursday. If I can get it out faster than that, I will be happy to do so. And if something unexpected goes wrong in my week, it could possibly slide a day later. As of right now, I anticipate Thursday being your shipping date for both of those breaks. If you happen to get skunked in Honors and you do not pull a single card or anything, not one thing at all, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation cards in it. Because it's paid shipping break, you don't ever have to wait on your consolation cards if you're due them. So first up, 10 boxes of 2018 Honors Football. It's a full case break, break number 3. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, the 29th of April. And team names are on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders across from each team there on the right-hand side. We'll scroll down through these, and of course a new spreadsheet will go up before we do Bowman, which will be right after we finish up Honors here. So if you're in the Bowman break, hang tight. You'll see your name up there soon. Last but not least, I tweaked the focus a little bit. That's why you're going to notice the background just got a little blurry on you. Hey, but don't get stressed about that. We're going to be able to see everything we need to see with no problem. Kirk is here. Hi, Kirk. And Fred's here. Hi, Fred. And you're feeling some Stefon Diggs tonight, Kirk? Well, we pulled a Stefon Diggs jersey, didn't we? We pulled a Vikings jersey anyway. Last night? Yeah, last night, I think. I think we pulled a Stefon Diggs jersey. Something like that. So I like to take these out and cut all the plastic off at once, because then you can just whip right through the hits. And so the way I have done it in the past is I take the plastic off, but I leave it in the boxes. But the last time that I did that, somebody got all super freaky because even though it's all sitting right there on the camera and I'm here the whole time, they decided, oh my gosh, it must be that I had, you know, invisible people grabbing things and taking them away from them. So this time I'm still going to get everything out of the boxes first because that's the way I prefer to do it. But instead of just taking them out one box at a time, which is actually my preference, we're going to do it like this instead so that we don't have anybody getting all freaky deaky. But on this stuff like this, I hate to stop and go box, box, box when it's so much easier to just take all the stuff out first. Especially when it's like right there and you can see it all. But anyway, you know, you never know. There's always somebody who's worried that they're gonna get shortchanged, and you know what? There probably are some breakers out there that aren't entirely above board, just as we have some bidders that are not always above board. So most of the time, I think, though, it's pretty good on both sides of the coin most of the time. Kian's dad is here. Kian's dad, how have you been? I don't see you around here too much these days. It is nice to see you. And you feel like you're due to hit the biscuit for a little Mitch Trubisky. Well, we will see if we can dial that up for you. Or I see you've typed in Miller time, so you settle for some Anthony Miller there as well. All right, well, whichever one we can find, we'll do our best to get the mojo working for you anyway. And if you haven't figured out this format by now, or if you haven't opened this before, there are 2 cards in here that are encased, and then we have a pair of cards that are in the little pack there. And so some of these are reproduction classic and score cards out of this year's or 2018 classics or 2018 score, except updated with a little optic finish on them. So some of them are like that, and pretty much you know, that's self-explanatory. But if you have any questions about any of this as we go through, you just let me know. Kian's dad, your collection has really grown. Your Trubisky is up to 600 and, what does that say, 87 different cards, 223 different autographs. And your Miller collection is 501 different cards, 273 different autographs. Dang, man, you are getting it. I knew it was getting pretty big, but even I didn't know it was quite that big. Congrats, man. You've been doing some hard work to get that. Sony Michelle comes out first. That is numbered to 75. That's an example of what I was talking about. So it looks just like a classics card, except obviously it's got the chrome finish. And here's the score version. This one has Philip Lindsay for the Broncos, numbered to 99. Donnie's here looking for a Barry Sanders. Well, I'd be happy finding a Barry Sanders for you. Let's try and do that. Let's work the mojo. There's an Anthony Miller to add to Kian's dad's collection. That's numbered to 99. And in the same pack, it was a Bears kind of pack, there's the biscuit. It's gold. It's seriously got a lot of curvature on that one. And it is numbered to 75. Anybody who might not be familiar, these cards with this type of coating will at various points have various degrees of curvature to them. But typically if you get them in a top loader or a one-touch or something, they straighten out fairly well. Christian Kirk, numbered to 10 for the Arizona Cardinals. And Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills, numbered to 99. Oh, Kian's dad's just typing in what I just said there. He's like, a top loader straightens that out. For sure. Top loaders or one touch, either one will usually get you squared away. Michael Gallup to 99 for the Cowboys, and a little Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. And it is numbered to 99. I usually just like to try to warn people about it, because sometimes you'll run across somebody who maybe hasn't opened some of this before, and they, like a chrome or an optic or whatnot, and then when they get it and the card's bent, they think, oh my gosh, what did you, do to my card? So I do try to remember to point that out most of the time. Sometimes I forget, but especially when they've got a heavy curvature like the one or two in there have had. We're just getting them all out of the pack so we can just buzz through them. Yeah, that'll make it a little more efficient. Sam Darnold for the Jets, numbered to 75. We're not going to have Classics football this year. It got replaced with, I don't remember, whatever I told you guys that other product's called. I've already forgotten the name of it. It's a huge case, too, like 24-box case or something stupid. Baker Mayfield, numbered to 75. Another Gallup score parallel to 20, Cowboys. And there comes a gold Indianapolis Colts, Andrew Luck to 75. Derwin James, San Diego Chargers, and that is numbered to 99. Oh, Kian's dad, you thought we had a black one in there? Yeah, no, it was green. It was green. Derek Carr and the Raiders to 25. Dante Pettis, San Francisco 49ers, is numbered to 99. Calvin Ridley for the Falcons, numbered to 75. Russell Wilson, Seattle Seahawks. Russell is numbered to 99. Roquan Smith for the Chicago Bears and Kian's dad, numbered to 99. The Atlanta Falcons get involved here with Calvin Ridley to 50. And a Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills, and good old Josh there is numbered to 25. So a low number Josh Allen parallel. All right, so those are all of our individual, loose cards, whatever you want to call them, the ones that come out of the pack. Now we're down to business. Yeah, I saw Riley Ridley got drafted by Chicago, so that ought to be a fun one for you to collect as well. So our buyback card is graded here out of 2001 Don Russ Classics. But the important part of that is whose signature that is. That's Johnny Unitas, baby. 8.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade, and the Colts start us off with a big, booming Johnny Unitas graded hit. I kind of love that a little bit. Yeah, so Colts, congratulations on that. Next up, it is Tyler Boyd and the Bengals. This is, of course, hand numbered up there to 4. It was originally out of encased football. So the Bengals with a Tyler Boyd. The Colts are getting busy with it tonight. Andrew Luck. This was, of course, on an honors card set, unique to this set, but it is numbered to 10, got a little autograph on it, and encased. So the Colts come out with 2 awesome hits. And then we have a Viking, and it is Stephon Diggs. Can you believe that? Can you even believe that? He says he's feeling Diggs tonight, Kirk did. And we got it, and it's a 1 of 1. Hand numbered down there, of course, 1 of 1. Stephon Diggs, rookie out of Contenders Football from 2015, of course. So the Vikings, Kirk was on it. Broncos, this is going to make you pretty happy. There's your rookie, Philip Lindsay. Not a ton of autographs floating around for him, so nice to see that. It's numbered to 10. It's a sticker autograph, and once again, it's the Classics card updated with the chrome finish. Tevin Coleman for the Falcons, hand-numbered 2 of 2. This is out of Contenders as well, Contenders 2015. Tevin Coleman and the Falcons. Hey, it's my Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Samuels, score with the chrome finish. That is numbered to 75, and it is a sticker autograph. Josh Rosen, Cardinals, sticker, and numbered to 49. Of course, he's headed down to Miami. Going down to see the Miami Dolphins. Not just to see him. He's going to be working down there. Anthony Miller for the Bears. Kian's dad bringing home another Anthony Miller for his collection. Numbered to 20, sticker auto. Rookie preview, Tom freaking Brady and the Patriots. What the what? That is all kinds of awesome. Oh, Patriots. Look at that. That is out of, well, I guess, is that a reprint? I guess that must be a reprint. Score 2000. That's a reprint. That's not an actual one. I was thinking that was our buyback, but it's a reprint. All right. Well, it's still really good. It's numbered to 15. It's just not quite as good as I thought it was when I thought it was the original one. But the chrome finish should have tipped me off. Anyway, if you're the Patriots, that's a really nice hit, and you're happy with it, I expect. Next up, from Flawless, we have ourselves a little Marcus Mariota, hand-numbered 1 of 1. From 2015 Flawless Football, the Tennessee Titans have a rookie, Marcus Mariota. Now we have another Flawless. This one's headed to the Panthers, hand-numbered 1 of 2, Luke Kuechly. And that is also out of 2015. Yeah, also out of 2015 Flawless. Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans to 25 on a Crown Royal Silhouettes, which is quite a nice little hit there. Out of 16 Preferred Football. I called it Crown Royal because that's what those used to be in, but then, whatever. Apparently they put it in. I can't remember. They move those things around sometimes. Originally, Silhouettes was Crown Royal in football. DJ Moore and the Panthers. That's a sticker autograph. It's numbered to 75, and the rich get richer. Hand numbered to 2 out of Flawless. Raiders. Would you like to have some Derek Carr? I bet you would. Out of 2015 Flawless Football, there is your Derek Carr autograph. Kirk, you need some Rams mojo? Okay. All right, we'll do our best. Meanwhile, you had a feeling tonight, didn't you? There's your autograph for the biscuit. You are on fire tonight, Kian's dad. This is the Chicago Bears sticker auto for Trubisky. It is numbered to 15. So you get to take home your biscuit after all. Denzel Ward comes out for the Cleveland Browns. That is a sticker. It is numbered 275. The Chargers, Melvin Gordon. That was originally numbered to 25. And it is, of course, a relic and an autograph out of 2017 NT football, National Treasures football. I think we actually pulled the Melvin Gordon Chargers out of every case we had, all NT, I think. Jim Kelly, woohoo! Dang, man, we got Johnny Unitas earlier. We get Jim Kelly right now. Very good. And we had Tom Brady. That's a heck of a case. Numbered 215, Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills. And the last out, just to make it a good night, how about we finish it up with Dak Prescott, numbered to 25 for the Dallas Cowboys, out of 2017 NT football. I tell you what, I'm kind of digging on this case. I think we got some very good stuff out of here. So let's recap it. And I'm not going to read off all the numbering and all that stuff again. We're just going to kind of put them up and take a look. So for anybody who might have missed it, there's the Jim Kelly for the Bills, Denzel Ward and the Browns, DJ Moore for the Panthers, Dak Prescott for the boys, Melvin Gordon, Chargers, Luke Kuechly, Panthers, Mitch Trubisky, Chicago Bears, Derek Carr and the Raiders, Marcus Mariota, Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans. There's that handsome Tom Brady. I'm kind of loving that card. I really am loving that card. That's numbered to 15. That is just money in the bank for the Patriots. Just go ahead and count on paying your mortgage this month if you sell that. Josh Rosen, Arizona Cardinals. Anthony Miller for the Bears. That is Tevin Coleman for the Falcons. Jalen Samuels for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Philip Lindsay, Broncos. There's that Stephon Diggs that Kirk totally called before the break even started. Said he was feeling it tonight, and he was right. Tyler Boyd for the Cincinnati Bengals. Andrew Luck came out for the Colts, numbered 210. And then the Colts got this. Yeah, that's Johnny Unitas. Woohoo! Graded to 8.5, autograph grade to 10, originally out of 2001 Classics, back when it was still Donruss Classics, before Panini bought Donruss. But anyway, that is our case of honors, and that's the last of it. And we had that left only because, you know what, I had stuck it behind something else and forgot I had it, and then I found it last weekend. Yeah, so we listed it. But that is definitely the last of the honors. No more of it, sadly, but we got lots of other fun stuff to break. We've always got fun stuff to break. All right, for anybody who jumped in late, if you didn't catch this earlier, I'm expecting your stuff to get out the door approximately Thursday. If I can get it out faster, I will. If the week goes completely haywire, could possibly go a day later. Thursday is my best estimate. If you got skunked in honors, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It'll have consolation cards, and you can expect it to ship when the rest of the break ships. Bowman Baseball, you need not worry about consolation cards. There's a million cards in this break, and every team's going to pull some. It is a 6-box half case of 2019 Bowman Baseballs. Half case break. It is break number 4. Also ended tonight on eBay Sunday night, the 28th of April. Team names on the left-hand side. Our winning bidders, of course, are across from each team on the right-hand side. And, yeah, this is the back half of a case, so we don't have to worry about numbering stuff and using random to pick out which boxes we open where, because we did that when we originally opened the case. And it gave us what we were going to open for the first half. And what's left right here is what we're going to open in the second half. And I do have loads more Bowman. I don't think I have any more up on eBay right now at this moment, but I'll get some more listed in another day or two. And once we get through the rest of this Diamond Kings and Gypsy Queen and all that, we'll set a more regular schedule of rolling through Bowman, because I got quite a bit of it. You know how I'm about my Bowman. I love it. All right, so we've got... Oh, man, Donnie, you didn't do any good in this break. Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie. That's like the not fun part of breaking, right? The fun part is the little rush you get when your team hits, and then the not fun part is when it doesn't hit. I'm sorry we didn't have better luck for you, Donnie. Dave Dreamin is happy that the Bills hit tonight. Yeah, for sure. Kian's dad, you're not into baseball, so you say you're out of here because the baseball's breaking. All right, my friend. Well, come see us again soon. We've got all kinds of 2019 football gearing up, of course. Loads and loads of that starting to roll down the pike, including Wednesday when we have our release of Score football. And this, if you haven't opened it before, it has one autograph per box. And we've got a bunch of different things going on in here. There are paper cards and there are chrome parallels. And some of them will be numbered, some of them will not. There are a lot of insert sets in here. And our inserts usually are not numbered. Occasionally they are. And most of our inserts are refractors, like the entire insert set refracts. So I won't call that out every time because, like, they all do, right? Yeah. So we don't want to do anything crazy there. And Dave Dreamin', you've got the Tampa Bay Rays in here. All right. Well, let's see if we can't find you some Tampa Bay Rays. See what we can come up with for the Rays tonight. Maybe we'll get lucky and find you something awesome. And Jamie is asking if there were any bills and honors. There were, Jamie. Do you want us to spoil it for you, or do you want to wait and go back and watch it and not have us, like, mess up your mojo and tell you what it was? Different people prefer different things, so you let us know before we give you any spoilers. So Talent Pipeline is an example of one of the insert series that everyone that we see will be a refractor. Of course, the chrome cards you can see there, they say chrome up in the corner, but also I stacked them separately, so that's another clue. I don't really know why, except some breaks I separate and sell the paper base separately. Not this one, but sometimes I do, so it's just a habit I'm in, I guess. Eric Hosmer, this is paper. It's numbered to 499 for the San Diego Padres. Vintage Card Doc says, I have the Rays. All right, well, hang on. Let's just see here, kids. I have, for the Tampa Bay Rays, I have Vintage Card Doc. That is correct. That is who you have. So it may have been that somebody was just typing in there something about, wanting a team to do well, or it could even be that they were talking about football that we just finished up. So not to worry. That is how I show it on the spreadsheet that we displayed there a minute ago. So we're all squared away and good. This is Bowman Sterling Continuity. And we'll find roughly one of these per box. I don't know if it's totally guaranteed, but that's roughly how they come out. This one is a nice little prospect, Julio Pablo Martinez for the Rangers. We like him. At least I think we do. We'll decide. I always want to say cracked ice right after I've been breaking Panini, but they don't call it cracked ice over here. They call it an atomic refractor. That is Royce Lewis for the Twins. In general, those are about one a box as well, typically not numbered. Our inserts, I love this particular insert. It's our anniversary one, and it's my favorite. The signature on there is printed. It's a facsimile signature. It's not an actual live signature on there. Nick Senzel for my Reds. Although, I think it is possible that you can pull those with an actual live signature. If we do, I'll let you know. But the vast majority are going to look, going to be just like that with the facsimile sig on it. But I love that particular card design. Just personally, I like it. So, all right. So Jamie says no. You'll wait and go back and watch the replay. So you don't want us to spoil it for you. All right, we won't. Ready for the show. That entire insert series refracts. There's a chrome and a chrome, and oh, Kirk, you said he was talking about that he had had the Jags and the Bucks in honors. Okay, I just saw the Tampa Bay, and of course we were getting ready to do baseball. I, in my head, naturally thought, oh, Rays, and he was talking football, so that makes sense. That makes sense. And Anthony Siegler's base card here tried to jump ship on us. Didn't quite make it all the way overboard, and looks like he's in okay condition there, so we won't sweat that. Top 100, the entire series will refract. Most of them as well are not going to be numbered. If we do run across one that is numbered, I will certainly fly it up the flagpole and let you know that that's the case. So how is everybody feeling about Bowman these days in terms of those of you who set build? Do you have enough base that we can think about switching into the other format, i.e. we can go into more of a like paper base, has its own bidding spot kind of format? Or are those of you who set build still wanting to do some more half case breaks where everything ships? Because, you know, if we move to the other format where paper base has its own bidding category, we could probably start breaking by the full case. But not everybody likes to break that way. Set builders in particular, obviously, prefer not to. So give me a little feedback, those of you who are on live tonight, and let me know what you're thinking about that. Because next up we could go, I guess, either way, really. I could put it up half or whole. Kirk, you still like the paper base. Okay, so you're still doing a little set building. All right. So then we'll keep doing. We'll do a few more cases then as halves where everything ships, and at some point we'll probably switch over and do paper base with its own bidding category, but we won't do that for another case or two then anyway. When you say you have enough of the regular base, what do you mean? The chrome? Are you calling the chrome the regular base? Technically, the chrome is the insert in here. The paper is technically the base in regular Bowman, and the chrome are all considered inserts. Even those are, by the strictest definition of it, inserts. But of course, there's so many chromes in here. It's like, you know, probably not quite half the product, but getting close to half the product is chrome in Bowman, regular Bowman. For the Philadelphia Phillies, it is purple chrome to 250, Adam Hazley. That's only our second numbered card we've seen tonight, I think, as a matter of fact. Patty, you like to buy the paper base, but you think they're going very high tonight this year. Yeah, because there's a lot of breakers that do all their cases that way, split up the paper base and don't do any breaks where all the cards ship. But that's why I have to cut them into half cases when we do all the cards shipping, because it's otherwise a tremendous amount to sort and ship. Joe Adele base chrome refractor to $4.99. Kirk, you said 1 to 100. What do you mean 1 to 100? What are we talking about? Oh, you need cards numbered. You need the 1 to 100. The cards numbered 1 to 100, which are the paper base, but that's what you're saying you need, correct? Aaron Judge in the 30th anniversary parallel for the Yankees. Yeah, most breakers will ship the chrome, and of course, obviously, the inserts and the hits, which the inserts are mostly chrome anyway. And then they take the paper base and run it separately as its own bidding category. It saves quite a bit of time, actually. And then you can break by the full case if you do it like that. Here's our hit. It is the San Francisco Giants, and that is a big, booming, knock it out of the park hit out of our first box, because that is Joey freaking Bart, baby. First Bowman Joey Bart for the Giants is a fantastic hit. Of course, he was your number 2 overall draft pick. The kid's a catcher, and he looks to be the real deal. That's an outstanding hit if you've got the Giants tonight. Cruz in the top 100. Something stuck to that? I guess not. And there you go. Box number 1 is in the books, and man, it had a nice hit in it. Vintage card doc. Have you got San Fran? Is that yours? Then yeah, that's a that hit made you very happy then, didn't it? You got the Giants and the Rays, so we just had to get you a big hit with the Rays then. Yeah, that Joey Bart is sweet. And surprisingly, he's not coming out of Bowman as frequently as I thought that he would. Because, you know, he wasn't in Bowman draft, because Bowman has a history of that. They typically, for whatever reason, they tend to hold the number 2 draft pick out of Bowman draft, and they make their first appearance here in regular Bowman here in the spring. So this is really your first chance to grab Joey Bart from Topps on a first Bowman. Medina Phillies Atomic Refractor. So it is definitely the chase card for the Giants this year. I myself happen to like a little picture that you have by the name of Sean Jelly, who went to my University of Kentucky, pitched here. I like that kid, drafted by the Giants. To 499, Salvador Perez. That's paper for the Royals. And I would actually like to try to track down some of his autographs, but the bidding spot for the Giants is always rather inflated because of Joey Bart, of course. Sanchez, Phillies, anniversary, parallel. Hey, here comes a nice one. You know why? Because it's an orange shimmer first Bowman. I almost don't care who's on it. Orange shimmer makes me very happy. Of course, we care who's on it, but I'm always glad to see our first orange of the break. This is numbered to 25. It is for the Washington Nationals. Augustin. So a pair of nice ones to get this half case started. Pipeline. I saw Tatis got busted up a little bit today. I'm hoping it's just a sprain there of his hamstring, stretching out, trying to get that errant throw into second. So hopefully he's not going to be out too long. But I think he might miss a few. Colorado Rockies on the anniversary for Brendan Rodgers. And I didn't see the game with the Nationals, but I was watching the Astros game a little bit while I was getting things ready for this break. And I believe I heard them say that all their young players all homered tonight. Is that right? That Robles and Keyboom and somebody else all homered. Maybe it was Soto. I don't know. All homered tonight for the Nationals. Is that right? If so, that's pretty cool. Kind of makes the Nats fans feel a little better about losing Bryce when you've got some good young guns coming up through the ranks. Our Bowman Sterling. Florial, Yankees. I'm starting to see some of the allocation numbers come in for Bowman Sterling, and oh man, it is going to be ugly. You know, they're bringing it back to hobby this year. It had been retail only for a few years, and they're bringing it to a hobby product again. And man alive, like the either Topps isn't making very much, or the distributors just aren't willing to give us any. But they are just horrible numbers, like the worst I've seen for about anything all year on baseball. The Blue Jays with Nate Pearson, and your blue parallel numbered to 150. So I am looking forward to Sterling, and I'm super glad it's going to be hobby version, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to get. And I kind of thought it might be the opposite. I thought they might make more of it since it hadn't been hobby for a while. Make it a little easier to get. I guess I was wrong. It's like the exact opposite of what I thought. Brent Honeywell to 499 refractor for the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, I didn't realize that Key Boom's home run was his first hit in the majors. Well, I didn't realize that at all. That's pretty awesome. That's a fantastic way to start off your career in the show, isn't it? With a big booming home run for your first hit. It's pretty cool. Maybe I need to start finding some of my some of my Key Boom cards and selling them, right? I have a few of his Bowman floating around here, and I gotta find them, but I have a few. Actually need to go through all of my Bowman and see who, if anybody, I need to send off and have graded or sell them or whatever. Yeah, I didn't even hear about Key Boom until tonight, when I literally heard the announcer say something about that in the game that the Nationals had all their young guys. It was some kind of first, I think, that their young guys all homered in the same game or something. Obviously, I was half listening because I was working, but caught the highlight reel of it anyway. And then Vintage Card Doc was kind enough to fill me in on the rest, which is why I love you guys in chat. You all always know the answer to whatever lingering questions I have for things where I've not had time to read it. I just see a headline go by. Or I'll hear it but only catch the tail end of it because I'm getting ready for a break. You guys are always best about knowing what's what. Wander Franco. He's the hot man for the Rays these days. 30th anniversary parallel. He's the Tampa Bay Ray that everybody wants at the moment. I really need to just, you know what I need to do is spring cleaning. I need to like spring clean my card collection and go through and say, which one of these do I want to have graded? Which ones of these do I want to sell? And which ones am I going to stash away to keep forevermore? Because I have got a tremendous amount of cards around here, as you might expect. Not only from breaks that I have bought into, you know, that other people do and I participate in. So I've got stuff from that. But I've also got cards from like teams that don't sell or teams that do sell and the people don't pay or whatnot. So I've got, plus, you know, stuff I buy at the local card shop and Then inevitably, I open some stuff myself, because one of my distributors has a nasty habit of giving me loose boxes in addition to the cases. So if he gives me like a case and then say a half a case of loose boxes, then I'll break, the half case of loose, no problem. But sometimes he'll give me a case and like 2 or 3 extra boxes. I have no idea why, but he does. And it's those 2 or 3 extra boxes. That's what gets me in trouble, because I'll just be like, oh, that's not quite a half case. I'll just open those. So that is how you end up with what I affectionately call Card Mountain, right? Just all of those factors combined equal a gigantic amount of cards. Francisco Lindor, anniversary, Cleveland Indians. In fact, just recently I had somebody who had some really nice hits and paid by e-check, and normally I don't take e-checks, but oh, they, whatever, oh, it'll clear, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't resell the spot, and then don't you know their e-check bounced. So, then I've got all their cards. That's how that stuff happens. Medina for the Phillies, that's paper to $499. I've often said we need to do like an online kind of, instead of a break, like a garage sale. Like, here's the cards I have. If you want them, make me an offer. Here's the memorabilia I have. Do it like as a live stream, and you can come in if you want it, fine. If you don't, fine. That is the Royals, Mateus, Bowman, Sterling, continuity. But so far, I haven't done it. Although I do think it might be kind of fun to do that sometime. Just like take a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday evening and just do an online streaming yard sale. I know, crazy, right? That is numbered to 125. I'm going to call that color aqua. And it is Elio Ramos, San Francisco Giants. Vintage Card Doc had a feeling tonight, I think. He's hitting on it in a big way with his teams so far. 30th anniversary parallel for the Rangers with Julio Pablo Martinez. Patty, if I sell cards, mostly they go on eBay, primarily because I never got that flipping website done. I've been saying now for close to 3 years that I'm going to have that website done. I don't say that anymore. I've given up. Every time I think I have found someone to do it, something happens and it falls through. And honestly, I haven't even looked for anybody to do it recently. So till I get that done, they would go on eBay, which is why I don't really ever list individual cards, because I despise listing them one by one on eBay. It's dreadful. Yes, Kirk, you are exactly right. It is the guy that had the Yankees in, like Inception, I think it was. Yeah, and so, of course, the e-check didn't clear, and they ran it again, and it didn't clear again, and then he came back and offered to try to pay it again, but after the unpaid item case was closed, and after the thing had already not cleared twice, and then I just thought, you know what? What am I going to just tie it up again while some more e-checks don't clear? I don't know. But yeah, that's the guy. That's the one. And I had somebody else recently in, what product was it? It was something. It was a high-end product. It was an expensive product that somebody assured me, oh, they were at work and they were going to go pay for it on their break. And then they didn't. And then it was like, oh, well, I'll pay for it at lunch or my dinner break or whatever. And then they didn't. Oh, I'm going to pay for it as soon as I get out to the parking lot. You got it. And they didn't. And then this goes on for like 4 days where they send me messages saying, well, I can pay for it. And I'm like, well, great. It's unpaid and the team was held for you, so pay for it. And then they would just send me another message and say, well, am I going to get my cards? Yes, I just told you. I didn't resell it. Please pay for it. This goes on for like 4 days until finally their unpaid item case closed and they never paid. So I have all those cards, and they had some one-of-ones in there and everything. I mean, it was good stuff. And I don't know if they just didn't have the money and they were just trying to stall or what, but that kind of stuff happens, and then you end up inheriting cards you don't mean to inherit. Juan Soto for the Nationals. But truthfully, that's why I hardly ever give anybody the benefit of the doubt anymore, because almost every time I do, I get burned. Like almost every time, I will go against my instinct and say, okay, like, I'll let it ride this once. No, you get burned. So I should know better by now anyway, so that's on me. Oh, Kirk, he outbid you that night. Oh, believe me, man, I would have rather that sold to you, because then, you know what? I would have gotten paid. You would have gotten some nice hits, and wouldn't have had all that drama and trauma. Because by the time they do an e-check, you're already waiting like 6 or 7 days. And then when it doesn't clear, they try to run it again, PayPal does. And then you have to wait like another 4 or 5 days there to see if it's going to clear the second time. So it ties up whatever you're doing for close to a couple of weeks on those. It's just crazy. The Pittsburgh Pirates, and that is numbered to 299. And are we calling this pattern speckle or spackle or one of the two? Speckle, maybe? I don't know. They call it sparkle with panini, but I think they call it speckle here. Mason Martin. It's a nice little hit there to 299 for the Pirates. Yeah, I don't. Topps and Panini, they use the same patterns, but they call them something different, obviously, in one brand versus the other. I have a nasty habit of switching it up. Breaking Topps and calling it, the Panini name, or breaking Panini and calling it the Topps name. Alrighty. Yeah, I wish there was a way that I could get you guys tied in at the same time. Like if we could do a live stream where it's like a real yard sale, like several people could be tied in showing their stuff all at once, and people could be browsing just like it was an online yard sale amongst all of us. I think that would be a lot of fun, but I don't really have any good way that would work. Because obviously you guys can chat, but you can't necessarily, can't really display your stuff. I guess you could put in links where people could go look at it, but it wouldn't really be the same. Pittsburgh Pirates kind of box, isn't it? Atomic Refractor numbered to 150. Mitch Keller on the 30th anniversary parallel as well. I like those ready for the show inserts too. I think they're kind of fun. And, oh, who else got hurt? Was Yelich. They were talking about that in the broadcast as well, but I think not terribly badly hurt, but like tweaked his back or something. I don't know exactly 100% of the details, but it's another one I kind of half heard. An Atomic Wentz for the Braves. Vintage Card Doc, I have a question for you. Would you like for me to put your Joey Bart in a one-touch or not. Some people have a thing about cards with a chrome sort of finish going into a one-touch. I personally do not, and I have never found it to be a problem at all. I mean, I shipped that roughly $100,000 Otani card across the country in a one-touch, and it came back with a perfect surface grade, a perfect 10 for surface grade. So, you know, I personally have no issues myself with putting chrome finished cards in a one-touch, but some people do. So Vintage Card Doc, yes, no, what's your thought on it? I'll be happy to if you would like me to. If you don't want me to, that's no worries either. We'll get it to you safely either way. That's just a big hit, so I thought I would offer it if you would like it. But I didn't want to do it and risk you being like, oh my gosh, I do not like cards with chrome finish in a one-touch, you know? So that's why I'm asking. There are definitely people who are of the opinion that it will affect a card's surface. I don't know, maybe it would if you put it in there with like a grain of sand or something, but I just personally have never had that experience nor witnessed it. Seth Beer, Houston Astros, 30th anniversary parallel. You're cool with it? All right, awesome, my friend. Then we will one-touch that baby a little bit later this evening and make sure that it is tucked away safely, because that's a very nice hit. Got a little money on the line with that one, especially if he turns out to be as good as we think he's going to be. Well, yeah, you're laughing because I said a grain of sand. Well, I mean, really, like, what else could go in there? I mean, I've had people tell me that, somebody told me, that's not anybody that breaks with me, just somebody freaking out over the fact that I was shipping the Otani in a one-touch. Like, it was, like, what did they care? The buyer was fine with it. I was fine with it. I mean, it came back with a perfect surface grade of 10. You can't get any better than perfect. And the guy was still arguing, just, I guess, for sport, by way of Twitter and email and such, that, oh, I just, you know, what am I crazy? And you can get his words, a speck of dust inside that one touch will ruin the surface of that card. I'm like, are you for real? Like, you know, no, it won't. A rock would, a grain of sand would, perhaps, but a speck of dust, no, a speck of dust is not going to. And also, I will say this, some of the early versions of when they were trying to produce Prism for Panini, more so even than the chrome versions that you find with Topps, in the early days, yes, I will grant you, the finish was a little dicier. And you could, in some of those early products, you could take the cards out of the pack and they would have scratched, the finish would have rubbed off just the cards being in the pack, touching each other. So I will give him that. In the old school days, yeah, you could have some problems. But today's finish on this, that's a nice little Joey Bart 30th anniversary. You could almost, I mean, I would not do this, but you could almost take your car key across the surface of one of these chrome cards and not do it that much damage, frankly. It's just different. They make them differently now. The Pirates have another one. It's Kevin Newman. That is paper to 150. But I always think it's interesting, you know, to hear people's various thoughts on it. And some people maybe legitimately have had bad experiences with doing that. I just personally have not, ever. The Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle, Atomic, first Bowman. You know what I should have done? I should have every year held back just a single case of Bowman. Can you imagine? Like if just every year you held one back and then you went 8 or 10 years into the future, how much money most of those cases would be worth. Really wouldn't even have to be 8 or 10 years. Probably be 5 or 6 years into the future. That's what we all should have been doing. Just stashing back one case of Bowman every year for like the last 7, 8, 9 years. We could pay for a car, probably, or more than. Florial, 30th anniversary for the Yankees. Dave Dreamin, you say Honors was on fire. It was a pretty good case, I thought. The Tom Brady, obviously, helped. But all in all, really good stuff in there. I mean, Jim Kelly, the Unitas, of course, the Brady. It was a pretty good case as a whole. I'm sad I don't have more of it. I like that product. Well, we have more left from 2016, but loose boxes. For the Oakland A's, that is numbered to 125, Sean Murphy. We have the White Sox. It is purple chrome to 250. Nick Madrigal, White Sox. Not purple paper. Which always makes me think of, there's a song from probably the 70s. And it was, I think, called the Purple People Eater. It was like, it's a one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Anybody remember that song? I know. I'm telling my age. I know I am. Another Joey Bart. That one's on a Bowman Sterling continuity insert for the San Francisco Giants. But it was a little novelty song about the flying purple people eater. See where my mind goes? I'm sorry. This is a pipeline numbered to 25. We like them when they're numbered. And, of course, you got the St. Louis Cardinals on this one. So, pretty cool little pipeline orange parallel there for St. Louis, baby. Here comes our autograph at last. And it is for the Padres. It's not Tatis, though. Numbered to 499, you have Ornelas, or Ornelas. Potato. At any rate, it's a Padre. That's the important part. We have got 2 boxes left, so we're 4 down, 2 to go. Here in our super fun Bowman Sunday night. At least I think it's super fun. I really do like Bowman so much. It's a socially acceptable form of gambling. That's how I feel about collecting Bowman. You know, you could spend $5,000 on Bowman, and you wouldn't get the same kind of side eye that you would get if you just dropped 5 grand on roulette. You know what I mean? But in many senses, it is similar. It is definitely similar. Of course, then again, so is playing the stock market and lots of other things along the same lines. I don't know why I thought that looked like it was going to be numbered, but it isn't. So that's just me imagining things. Hey, Shohei is our Bowman Sterling continuity. For the Angels, that is one Shohei Ohtani. Ooh, I see gold. Gold in our future. There's gold in them there hills. Yeah, that was on purpose, them there. Yeah, I do realize I have an accent, but it's not that bad. Casey Mize, Detroit Tigers. That is gold shimmer to 50. Where is it numbered? It's on here somewhere. There it is, under the words Bowman Chrome. That was our number 1 overall draft pick. Mr. Casey Mize. 30th anniversary, Gleyber Torres parallel, New York Yankees. Poor Yankees. Their whole lineup is injured. Kind of like everybody is on DL or IR or something. Nobody's healthy. Of course, perhaps arguably better to get it out of the way now and have them healthy for the stretch run, assuming that that's how it works out and they get and stay healthy. Anybody happen to know the score of the Astros game by any remote chance? Have the Astros even scored? Last I saw, the Indians were bases loaded and left all of them stranded, and that's the last I saw, so that's been quite a bit ago. Rookie of the Year favorites. I don't know if I said anything about that insert set yet or not. You've obviously seen it go by. You see that they all refract, and that's about all there is to know about it. Ooh, we got a parallel autograph. Haha. My favorite kind. The only bad thing is they're stickers. That is one weird thing that Topps does. A lot of times when they put autographs with relics or they put autographs on an insert, they're often stickers, as is the case here. But I still like it. It's quite nice. It is numbered to 35, Haria and the Milwaukee Brewers. On the top 100 insert is our autograph there. Astros won 4-1. Oh, wow. Dang. So basically the Indians, after stranding everyone, never scored another run. And the Astros, meanwhile, went on a tear. All right. Thank you, Vintage Card Doc and Patty, for that info. Tampa Bay Rays, Blake Snell, 30th anniversary. Parallel. And tomorrow I've got to get busy trying to start memorizing all those draft picks and their new teams. Oh, it's hard for an old brain this time of year. to memorize. There's a lot of kids that go in 6 rounds of the draft. I mean, you know. Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. Number to 150. Atomic Bowman Sterling Continuity. I don't even know who Mr. Irrelevant was this year. I don't even know who the last pick in the draft was. I don't know why. I think I turned it off early. I was doing in the middle of some projects, and I didn't even catch who Mr. Irrelevant was this year. Ryan Mountcastle, number to 150. That is blue paper for the Orioles. But I'll have to, of course, learn my way around the draft pretty quickly, because we'll be breaking contenders again on, I think, Tuesday night. But then not only do I have to try to learn the draft part, oh man, there's so many of those undrafted guys that instantly sign deals. You know, a bunch of them have signed deals Saturday night, Sunday through to, you know, even tomorrow, Tuesday. Now, a lot of those may not stick, but for the purposes of our break, I still have to know where they are. I always hate those first few sorts of the year when they're still in their collegiate uniform and I haven't learned them all yet by heart. Oh, those are rough. They take a while. Oh, the Cardinals. I always think he looks so young there because it looks like his helmet is too big for his head. Nolan Gorman, 30th anniversary parallel. It's just the angle of the picture, I think, but it does kind of remind me of like a little kid wearing his dad's batting helmet. Didn't quite fit right. Pipeline. All right, we are closing in on it here. We have an atomic for the Red Sox. Brian Mata. Notice how I hedged my bets there and hope one of them was right. One pronunciation or the other. Maybe one of them was correct. All right, you know what time it is now. It is last box mojo time, baby. We're going to try to bring the heat. Although, honestly, we kind of already have brought the heat a bit with that Joey Bart. But, you know what? I'm going to be optimistic and say that there's more heat to find here in our last box of this particular case. So we'll probably break Bowman again somewhere about this time next week. If not exactly, you know, a week from today. If not Sunday of next week, Monday or in that vicinity probably. Because in the meantime, we're breaking through some Diamond Kings and maybe some Gypsy Queen. I don't know. A lot of football jumping in there as well. Kirk says it's mojo time. You are right, it is. Let's bring it, baby. Let's bring the heat. We need to pull one that's too hot to hold, right? So hot we got to set it down as soon as we see it. I would like to, anyway. Talked to my neighbor today who wants to start working on eBay as like a living. And I said, "Whew, are you sure you know what you're getting into?" Like, you'll be working about 25 times more than you are right now, but you don't know it yet. But yeah, she wants to do like antiques and collectibles, which I did on eBay many years ago. But, oh man, she has no idea how much work that is. Anything you ship that's fragile is, not fun. This is numbered to 499. It's Casey Mize for the Tigers, and it was paper. There, I see something. I see the edge of something. I'm like, I know there's something sparkling back there. Ooh, shiny, pretty. It is for the Dodgers. An Atomic Dustin May for Los Angeles. You know, those Leaf autographed baseball bats ought to be showing up sometime soon. This is going to be their first time doing baseball bats, but they always do such a nice job with their memorabilia. I think it'll be, I hope it's going to be a really good product. I didn't go crazy, didn't order a ton of it, but 2 or 3 cases of them anyway. That is for the Texas Rangers. It is chrome, blue, and to 150. I wish they would make bigger breaking mats. This is like 2 mats put together, and sometimes you catch the edge of it and things. Plus the edge is what always gets all worn out because there's constantly stuff like dragging across it. And I wish that they would just make one, you know, like that size. But they don't. '30th anniversary, Casey Mize. So the Detroit Tigers have gotten loads of Casey Mize inserts. But you probably would rather have his autograph. That's my guess. A pipeline for the A's. Somebody trying to jump ship there for the Cubbies. I see a Cincinnati Red. Scooter. Ooh, orange. Yay for orange. Atlanta Braves. Numbered to 25. You have Drew Waters heading your way. Oh, 30th anniversary, baby Vlad. Vlad Guerrero Jr. So happy he's up. Just a few packs left to find what we're looking for. Michael, you need some Cincinnati Reds. How are you tonight, Michael? You been hanging out, or did you just now get here? I just now saw you. If you were in here earlier and I missed you, I'm sorry about it. I wouldn't have skipped over you on purpose. Well, we will try to find you a Cincinnati Red in here. I will do my best, Michael, to conjure one up for you. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, ho, ho. Last box mojo, baby. That's what I like to see. That is numbered to 50 for the Braves. Kyle Wright, Rookie of the Year favorites. And that one is hard signed. Even though it's on an insert. Aha, that one's not a sticker. How about that? So Atlanta Braves with a nice one to 50 to complete our autograph part of our break tonight. Now, we may still find some other parallels and numbered things in here. But that was our last autograph of the night, and I think Last Box Mojo did pretty well to spit that one out for us. Otani to $4.99. Angels, paper. You've been watching while sorting cards, so see, you're like me, right? Like everything I do, I'm always sorting cards. If I'm, it's like if I'm on the phone, it's on speaker because I'm sorting cards. If I'm watching a sporting event or television or whatever, it's I'm like more listening than watching because I'm sorting cards. So you're like me, always sorting cards, I bet. Ruiz, Dodgers, 30th anniversary parallel. Yeah, there's tons of stuff that I kind of half hear because I'm sorting. Or half watch, I should say. I hear it more, watch it less. And a Bowman Sterling continuity, Julio Pablo Martinez, Texas Rangers. Something sparkly coming our way. It's the Kansas City Royals. It is an atomic refractor for Brady Singer on the 150th, or on the top 100, numbered to 150. I'll get it out in a minute. And then our last few cards, there we go, to wrap us up. Now, we're going to recap a few things here. So if somebody missed something earlier, we're not going to, go back through, obviously, every single insert. But we will go through our atomic refractors and our Bowman Sterlings and our numbered cards. And then, of course, our autograph hits. So any of them that look like this, those are just the Bowman Sterling continuity. So we have the Rangers there. We have a Shohei atomic to 150, a regular Shohei, a Joey Bart. That's an atomic. These atomics are not numbered because they're not on an insert. That's the Orioles. Wentz for the Braves. We're back to Bowman Sterling. You've got the Royals and the Yankees, an atomic for the Phillies, atomic for the Twins, and another Julio Pablo Martinez for the Rangers. Now, to 150, that's atomic Brady Singer, Kansas City Royals. To $4.99, that's a paper Otani. The Braves have an orange to 25 with Drew Waters. This is chrome to 150 Rangers. And this is an atomic that I just put in the wrong stack, but that's okay. We had to look at him anyway. Destiny for the Dodgers. Paper to $4.99 for the Tigers. Another atomic. Why did I stack half of them in the wrong spot? I don't know. Anyway, atomic Red Sox, Mata. Mountcastle to 150. That's paper, Orioles. A little gold shimmer, Casey Mize to 50, Tigers. An orange pipeline to 25 for the St. Louis Cardinals. That is purple chrome to 250, Madrigal and the White Sox. Aqua to 125, Oakland A's. Blue paper to 150 for the Pirates. Atomic to 150, Anniversary Parallel, Pirates. Aqua to 125, San Francisco Giants. Aqua paper to $4.99, Phillies. To $4.99, the Rays, and Brent Honeywell, that was a refractor. To $150, Blue Jays. To $4.99, paper, Kansas City Royals. To $4.99, refractor, base refractor, Angels. The Phillies to $250, purple refractor, and a paper, Eric Hosmer for the Padres to $499. Now our autograph recap. This is on the Rookie of the Year favorites insert, Kyle Wright for the Braves. It's numbered to 50. That one is hard signed, no sticker on it. this is a sticker. It is a top 100 insert. It's numbered to 35 for the Brewers. Rhea. Padres with Ornelas to 4.99. Autograph refractor. Speckle, sparkle, spackle, whatever this is supposed to be called. It's Mason Martin. It's for the Pirates, and it's numbered to 299. We know what this is. It's Orange Shimmer to 25 for the Nationals with Augustin. And the big star of the show right there, baby. That is a first Bowman Joey Bart for the San Francisco Giants. I know it's not a refractor. I know it's not a parallel. You know what? I don't care. I still think that's a big time hit. And when that kid turns out to be like fantastic, it's going to be an even bigger big time hit than it was tonight. You can tell I'm a Joey Bart fan, right? Yeah, you're right. I am. I admit it. I freely admit it. Okay, we are going to take a look once again at what's coming up in the days ahead, as well as your potential or anticipated, expected, whatever the word is I'm searching for here, shipping schedule. Projected, that's the word I'm searching for. So if you're interested, here's the 411 on that before we wrap up tonight. So tomorrow night, 2019 Hit Parade Baseball, that is a box that has 3 autographed memorabilia items in it, another 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, and a case of National Treasures basketball. On Tuesday, we'll open a half case of Flawless Football, 12-box case of Contenders, draft picks, undrafted free agents. Have a separate bidding spot in that one. On Wednesday, we're going to have an early start time, 8:45 Eastern, 5:45 Pacific, because we're going to open a half case of Score Football. It's going to be so long. I mean, there's like 2,500 cards in there. It's going to be such a long break, like crazy long. Bring a snack and a friend and a drink. It's going to be a while. On Thursday night, we'll open 2019 Gold Rush Value Packs for basketball. 12 packs in a box. The box is the same as a case in Gold Rush, and there are 3 cards per pack, so we're talking 36 in there hits. I think everything in there is technically considered a hit. Flawless Football half case again on Thursday night, too. On Friday, another 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats jerseys and a 12-box case of Diamond Kings baseball, which will be the back half of a case and the last of the Diamond Kings for this year anyway. And now shipping, one more little quick glance at that. Expected to get out the door on Thursday. If something happens in my week is like, hooray, going fabulously, might get out faster. And if something happens and it's boo-hoo and my week is going, down the, toilet, then yeah, it could possibly be a day later. But my best estimate is Thursday. So I guess that has got it wrapped up for me tonight. Thank you once again for being here, spending your part of your Sunday evening with me. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead. I will be back at it tomorrow night. So, hey, stop by and see me again. If not then, sometime soon. Take care. Have a great week. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.